Hey, I am the Friendly Texan. This is actually going to be my first YouTube video. This is going to be fun. So, today, I wanted to show some of my culture, my history. Let's say you're not from Texas, you might want to see some cool stuff. So, today we're reviewing the average boot. This is a nice pair. This is something that you should get for your boots. If you don't want the outer rim going around, well, this is only if you have long boots, because some boots that you can find are actually only going to go up to the heel or a little bit over. This is the type of boot that would go all the way up to the thigh. This is actually sort of hard to find some of the times, but when you do find it, it's actually pretty cool. Boots that do go up to the thigh would be Hispanic boots. In fact, actually, a lot of leather that you're gonna see from boots are gonna be coming straight from Mexico. Also, if you do want to buy a pair of boots, the best place to go is Mexico. They have some of the best shops there. This doesn't actually come from Mexico though. This is from what I remember, maybe Taiwan, maybe, yeah. This was made in Taiwan. This is a Neolite pair, if you didn't know. They put a little thing right there to show you the brand. Well, the type of boot that it is, because tons of boots have that little thing right there. Um, anyway, so the boot itself, this one in particular, is a size 13. I'm actually only a size 10. So this is pretty big for me, but I'll still show you how it looks, so just give me a quick sec. Now, boots themselves actually make you look pretty tall when you wear them, and you can actually walk really well wearing boots, but I will say this, when you buy a pair, it is good to break it in, unlike most shoes, where you're told to not crease them, to not do anything. Boots are work shoes. They've always been work shoes since they were created. Um, so this pair, it's good to be able to bend it. It's got to be able to move a little bit back, a little bit forward. They just need to be comfortable. And this pair, yeah, it is a bit big, but even a big pair can be comfortable to wear sometimes. And yeah, this is a good fit, even if it is a size 13. Now, because it is super easy to take off. Like, I can just take it off just like that. But most boots, especially if you want a pair for yourself, you need to get a pair that's exactly your size. And those types of boots are a little harder to take off, but that is worth it to get an easy pair to walk in, because if you get one that's too big, then it'll be hard to walk in, hard to move around, and these are work boots. So you need to get a pair that fits well and moves well. And don't just keep them around. Don't just have them like Jordans, because they're not Jordans, they're boots. So you break them in, you bend them a bit, you make them look a little dirty. Oh, and remember to always shine your boots and always buy the right color. If you get the wrong one, you don't want your boots looking brown with a little bit of black sticking out still. It's gonna look kind of gross. And something about boots is that no matter what you do, there's always gonna be parts where it's a little bit damaged, like the back. That's normal, that's okay. When you see that, it's fine, but you still need to shine your boots. Always shine your boots. Now, the bottom part's fine. You don't need to shine that. Just make sure that the boot stays intact. But this part, completely fine to just keep like that. It won't stay like that. Completely fine. This is actually a different material than this, because this is actually leather. This part, I think it's something. I actually don't know what this is. Possibly wood? No, probably not wood. But what it is, it's actually the heel piece. This is actually what makes you taller when you wear the boot, if you didn't know that. But you probably already did, I'm not gonna lie. Most people aren't that dumb. But the good part about boots is that they always make you look taller, and well, people these days always want a guy that can look tall. So that's good. And these can give you a good solid 3 inches, maybe a bit more. If I can get a ruler here, then I'd be able to show you, but I don't exactly have one just lying around. But it is a good, nice pair. Black boots are actually really nice. They're easy to take care of. Brown boots, I will say, are nice as well, but I honestly prefer the black boot. Oh, something that is really common, but something that is nice about this pair, is that usually you get a pair that is sort of squarish, but this is a pointed boot. It'll always kind of stick out there. See? But a good part about some boots is that they're square, so they're easy to just walk around and kind of kick around. But honestly, these boots are nice. They're comfortable because like your toe kind of slides in there and they all kind of fit in. But squared boots are more kind of like for people with like more squarish feet, but they still feel comfortable just as much as this pair. But this, I'd say pointed boots are much more comfortable than square boots. So this is actually a nice pair. Most boots have this little rim right here. It goes like that, kind of like Oh no, wait, that's not Batman. That's dumb. But yeah, this thing you're not gonna see it all the time on boots. This little part right there, but it is pretty common. It's something that you're always going to see. Oh, it's always gonna be a good shade of brown in the inside. You're always gonna see that little shine at the heel, and that part, that's the hardest part of the boot. So definitely don't try and hit that too many times, unless I just did that. Oh, and these holes right here, don't worry about those. Those are just the bolts. Kind of just pop that in to keep it steady. Unlike other shoes, talking about Jordans and stuff like that. I actually have a pair. I can compare a lot of stuff. So this is the basic Jordan. You see these every once in a while. This is a pair that you wouldn't really move up and down, so I'm not gonna just. But yeah, you keep it clean, you keep it steady. But these aren't work shoes, these are running shoes. So they're definitely not broken in as much as these. And honestly, if you do just want to walk around, boots are a great option. And well, you'll look way more stylish than Jordans. Just my opinion, honestly. But if you do want to learn more, I do still suggest you buy these to keep the boot from flopping around. And it keeps them straight, keeps them nice. They look almost new. Oh, no, not almost new, but keeps them nice. Keeps them from flopping around. Because you definitely don't want your boot just kind of flopping. That's a bad thing. So always put this just in there. Now you have this to keep the boot from flopping around. Yeah, see, it's harder to move. So the boot's nice and secured. Oh, and something to help is that if it gets too tight, you can just push this and it comes straight out. Because you see, it's useful. Stretches the boot out real nice. The only reason that these kind of come out so easy is because I've had these things in this boot for real. Actually, my granddad had these there first. And in the past, this would have stretched out and stayed in there, really like stayed in there. And you would have to do that. But because this pair is so old, you can just slide it out just like that. But just a reminder for when you buy your first pair, this is good. This is something that you should buy for a pair of boots. This is just to keep it up. Can't give you the name really because I don't remember. So you're just gonna have to show whoever you're buying the boots this, and that's about it. That's about all you need. I might review hats next. This is actually something that's really nice to show. There are different types of hats and stuff that a lot of foreigners try and pass off as the type of hat, but this is like a real hat, and there are leather ones too. So yeah, this has been the Friendly Texan, just showing you a little bit of my culture, and that's about it. Peace.